Sarah McBride becomes first trans Congresswoman in history. In an historic win, Sarah McBride has become the first out transgender person elected to the U.S. Congress. She is representing Delaware in the House of Representatives. McBride's victory over Republican John Whalen III with 57.6% of the vote marks a groundbreaking moment for trans visibility at the federal level. It is a crucial milestone for the queer community. This victory holds even greater importance considering 2024 is the election year and the country would want to see inclusion and diversity in the Senate. At just 34, McBride has already made waves. She served as the first trans intern in the Obama White House, became the first trans speaker at the Democratic National Convention, and won a seat at the Delaware State Senate in 2020. Through her online platform, she emphasizes healthcare, workers' rights, and reproductive freedom, while also bridging queer issues with wider public concerns. McBride's representation proves a first-hand perspective on trans issues, which is especially needed amid intensifying anti-trans rhetoric. By occupying a visible role in Congress, she offers her colleagues an opportunity to understand trans experiences, groundbreaking discussions in empathy rather than ignorance. McBride's election is a beacon for the queer community, signaling hope for a future where trans voices are not only heard, but respected on the nation's highest platform. And that's what's important about each of our representatives having the same voice in Congress. Her voice is going to be just as important as everyone else's, and she's going to have every right that every other congressperson has. That's very important.
Go ahead, Sarah, with your bad self. So it's stories like these that should empower the trans community. Yes, there's a lot at stake. Yes, there's going to be legislation that continues to put you in danger. But it's moments like these that we need to grasp onto. A trans woman who cares about her country, a country that thinks of her as a second-class citizen, has climbed the ranks and gotten herself a seat at the table. Mm-hmm. And when she is at the table, she may be the only trans person at that table. Correct me if I'm wrong. But just know that she doesn't stand alone. There's an entire queer community standing with you, beside you, and next to you, Sarah. Thank you so much for continuing to fight. I can't even imagine all that you had to deal with going up through the ranks, but you made it there, girl. And we are so incredibly proud of you. We are saying it out loud. Congratulations, Sarah McBride. Thank you so much for all the hard work.
Yeah, no, and she represents many communities. She's also a millennial. I mean, a young, member of the House of Representatives. So this is important. We need to have representations for a new generation too. So the fact that she can, represent so many communities is important. I know she's coming from Delaware, and it seems like we have two different countries, right? When it comes to the blue wall, is that they call it, and where we basically are outside of that wall here in Florida. Mm-hmm. But I know things are changing, and probably will change in other states, and sometimes in the the least expected. Mm-hmm. So Sarah McBride is an example, and we celebrate you for sure.
Yes. And Marjorie Taylor Greene, you can go to hell.
Absolutely. Yeah, I agree with what Dino said. It's also important to encourage role models such as Sarah McBride and others in the trans community and LGBT community to be mentors, to encourage young people who are coming out, whatever their story is within our rainbow spectrum, to aspire to places, to serve in the government, to serve in roles that maybe traditionally people in our community have shied away from for fear of rejection or bullying. So please, mentor someone. I've been in human resources for over 30 years, and one of my greatest pleasures is mentoring people as they go into the workforce, no matter who they are in the world. And if we can do that within our communities, we're going to be that much stronger.
You have strong HR energy. Whether it's good or bad news, you would just deliver it so delicately.
Thank you. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, it's those blue eyes.